Hey everyone, it is your girl Queen T. So we have a full moon in Virgo coming up, and it's really bringing out a lot of my planning genes, my planning wants and needs, where I want to just get details and journal and plan and everything. So I thought it'd be fun if with you guys I kind of did a reading to direct us on how to best plan for this full moon. I will do a ritual later on this week because the full moon is until the 27th. But I want to journal and I want to prepare myself and ground myself during these last few days before the full moon, before I get into ritual work and what will best open up my eyes on what's needed to be done. So let's see, let's go together. What do we need to do? Let's plan, let's prepare. Alright, so we have the Hierophant, so Virgo. The World card, got a couple. We got what? The Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. And I just want one more, Spirit. One more. Give me one more, please. Alright. The Fool. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't need anything more. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Page of Cups, okay? So this is like... Alright. There's so much that has came and brought about this cycle of almost like bad decisions, but not a bad decision as in like you made the bad decision, but a bad decision is you don't have any good options and it's a lose-lose situation kind of thing, and you've been making the best of it. Right? You've been putting flowers in the pots and saying, screw it. This isn't going to work out. I'm going to utilize this to my best of ability. I'm going to decorate my house with it. Because there's just so much that's going on. It feels overwhelming. There's this heaviness. There's this weight that is on. And this is about, okay, releasing the cycle of old paradigms. Releasing the cycle of tradition, of the way you used to think. You know, we all want to transform, we all want to change and become better, and to do that requires the release of the old, which is sometimes forgotten, and it's the hardest part, is to release the old way of thinking, to release the old mindset, the old thoughts, the old feelings, the old connotations, and build a new one. And it puts you in this weird limbo land kind of place. But the cycle is over. It's time to take a fresh start. This full moon is going to be all about releasing the old, releasing what you're addicted to, releasing the death, and changing, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is coming out, and it's about change. It's about, oh yeah, it's about making the change that you want. That's at the bottom of the deck. It's about making the change that you want. So get it together. Figure out, like, let's use these next few days before this full moon is coming up to figure out what we want. Okay? What is it that we want to change? How do we want to utilize this new moon? What do we want to release? What do we want to bring in? What is the new paradigm, the new mindset, the new person that we are creating? Okay? Because that's the energy. There's this great butterfly energy going on right now. Okay? The greatest butterfly energy. Alright, let's go into our cocoon and figure out where we're going to emerge at and define that. It doesn't have to be infinitely defined. It doesn't have to be permanent. Okay, but define where you're at right now and where you want to go. Alright, do a journal. Create. I'm going to give a few ideas, okay? If you're an entrepreneur, I want you to write down how you see your business going. What kind of business person are you? How do meetings go? How do business partners look at you? How do employees look at you? How do contractors look at you? Go through all of that. Write it out. Write it out, and sit with that. I want you to read that for the next few days. So if you're an entrepreneur, I want you to go over all the business ways, how you are as a business person, and, XYZ. Go through that and read that, and think about when you read it, how it makes you feel. Bonus tip, record it, like write it all out on pen and paper, write it out. Then record yourself reading it and listen to that like on the way to work, or on the way to a post office to drop off orders, or on the way to the gym, whatever it is. Just listen to it like once or twice a day and think about how it makes you feel. Take note of that. Does anything feel like it needs to be tweaked? Does anything feel like it needs to be taken away? That doesn't sound right when I keep hearing it. It makes me feel some sort of way. And like tweak the ideal of what you're going for, because during the full moon it would be best if you do any candles, light a candle and set the intention to align with what you're talking about, to align what's within that paper, to align what's within the journal entry, than what you're listening to, and then work that for about a week after the full moon. Okay, read it, listen to it, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you'll comprehend better, because this will allow you to internally and subconsciously plant a seed to switch towards where you're trying to go. Okay, so that's for entrepreneurs. If you're a mother, what kind of mother do you want to be? What kind of relationship do you want to have with your child? What kind of home do you want to provide for your child? What kind of relationship do you want to show your child? How do you want to show them how to move in the world, how to communicate with people, how to communicate with you? Those type of things, and write it all out and do the same thing. Okay? Write it out, take a full journal of that aspect of your life. What would be the ideal image of what you're going for? Okay? Even though some of those things you're going to already be doing, some of the things you're not going to already be doing. So just incorporate it all and make it a full encompass picture. We are putting a visualization into words of where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do. And same thing, read it, listen to it, whatever will float your boat until up to the full moon, and then do some intention rituals behind that, and then for a week after the full moon, follow it up. Keep reading it. Keep allowing your subconscious to accept this as reality. The more you allow your subconscious to accept that this is reality, the more you will mentally, physically, and sociologically change toward match that ideal. Okay? So if you're in love with somebody, without somebody, self-love, in a relationship, marriage, situationship, whatever it is, write down what you want from that person and what type of person you want to be. I'll copy that from B. Simone. Okay? Write down who you're looking for. Write down who you have to be to get them. Same thing. Read it out. Tweak it. Take very good note of how these things make you feel. When you are rereading these journals, especially the next day or the day after that, take big note on how it makes you feel in here. How it makes you think. Do you keep like sometimes I hear one line, one sentence, and it just keeps playing and playing, and I have to think, why is that so important to me? Why that one sentence keeps playing over and over again in my head? So anything like that, take note of it. Pay attention to the details on how you respond to these things. Write out what your spouse, how you want them to act. Even like if you're in a relationship, write out what kind of situations you want to have, what type of experience you want to have, what you want to add more of to your relationship, what you want to take away from your relationship. Put what's already happening and what's gonna happen, and then put who you have to be and what you want to do for the relationship. Who do you have to be to support the man that you're writing on this paper? Who do you have to be to incorporate more romance into your relationship, more sexiness, more feistiness, more communication, more connection, whatever it is? Who do you have to be to align with that? Keep telling yourself, I have to align with this. This is the truth. And you will slowly see that things come up in videos and people and situations that show you how to align with that. Alright? So let everybody know, comment down below. Let me know what's going on. What are you guys journaling? Alright, and I'll be coming back later this week so we can do a full moon ritual to really get some more insight on how to embrace what we're going for, how to embrace this transformation. This is butterfly energy, guys. Use it wisely. Let me know what you're transforming to.